हाँ बेटा, we'll discuss the concepts. Okay. Are you able to see the screen clearly?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. See, what I was talking about, that when we talk about the Indian income, right? This Indian income is taxable in case of ROR, NOR and नॉन रेजिडेंट. ठीक है, तीनों के केस में आएगी. और इंडियन इनकम के अंदर हमने कौन से पॉइंटर्स डिस्कस किए थे? रिसीव्ड इन इंडिया, डीम्ड टू रिसीव्ड इन इंडिया, earned in India, earned or accrued, or deemed to be earned or accrued. Right? In चारों cases में this income is going to be the Indian income and going to be taxable in the these cases. तो इसका reverse भी हो सकता है. If received in India can be earned outside India, deemed to be received in India can be earned outside India. Earned in India but can be deemed to be received outside India. Deemed to be earned or accrued in India but received outside India. बट अगर इन चारों में से किसी भी सिचुएशन में वो फॉल करती है, so this will be regarded as an Indian income, right? Then secondly it comes as a foreign income. When we talk about the foreign income, it means received outside India plus earned outside India. यहाँ पे सेपरेटली नहीं होगा, इसके अंदर दोनों चीज़ें कि वो रिसीव भी आउटसाइड इंडिया होनी चाहिए और अर्न भी आउटसाइड इंडिया होनी चाहिए. तो अगर वो फॉरेन इनकम है तो सिर्फ ROR के केस में आएगी. बट इफ इट इज रिसीव्ड as well as earned outside India, but it is from a business or profession which is controlled from India. देन इन दिस केस ROR के केस में तो आनी है, फॉरेन इनकम है, बट RNOR के केस में भी टैक्सेबल हो जाएगी. इज इट क्लियर? राइट. एंड इफ यू टॉक अबाउट द रेमिटेंस, रेमिटेंस मीन्स कि आपने वो इनकम पास्ट ईयर्स में अर्न करी है. ठीक है, और देन यू आर रेमिटिंग और ट्रांसफरिंग इन द प्रीवियस ईयर. तो इस केस में रेमिटेंस आपकी टैक्सेबल नहीं होगी. बट इन दिस पर्टिकुलर पॉइंट व्हेन वी आर सेइंग दैट इनकम फ्रॉम अ प्रॉपर्टी इन USA, right, remitted to India, so it means that in the same previous year it must have been earned outside India, received outside India, बट रेमिटेड टू इंडिया. तो अगर अर्नड आउटसाइड इंडिया है, रिसीव्ड आउटसाइड इंडिया है, तो इट मीन्स इट इज द फॉरेन इनकम. एंड वंस इट इज द फॉरेन इनकम, it is going to be taxable only in case of ROR. Is this point clear? The fourth point in that is rent from a property in USA received there but subsequently remitted to India. बट वहां अर्न तो हुई है ना इस साल में, प्रीवियस ईयर नहीं. अगर ये कहते पास्ट अनटैक्स प्रॉफिट है, पास्ट अनटैक्स इनकम है, राइट, और वो रेमिट हुई है इंडिया को, तो वो किसी भी केस में नहीं आता. ठीक है. और अगर आपके गिफ्ट्स दिए हुए हैं एंड गिफ्ट्स आर लेस देन 50,000 in whole financial year, then it is not going to be taxable as well. Right? Is it clear?
Ma'am, could you repeat the point that when the remitted income is taxable?
Remitted income is taxable when you have earned the income in the same previous year and you are remitting to your Indian account. But if it is past untaxed income or income earned in the past years, or it is your money lying abroad and you are sending it to India, then it is not going to be taxable. Right? That's why we did all the practical questions. Otherwise, I could have done only, we can say, the one practical question for one category, but we did all the practicals, say 10, 12 practicals, so that all type of situations or all type of problems we will be able to cover or will be able to understand.
मैम ROR क्या होता था?
ROR होता है रेजिडेंट एंड ऑर्डिनरी रेजिडेंट।
वो हाँ सॉरी
कोई बात
मैम
नहीं,
वो
इट्स
भूल
ओके।
गया था।
हाँ जी, हाँ जी बेटा।
मैम रेमिटेंस के केस में व्हाट इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन सेंडिंग टू इंडिया और ट्रांसफरिंग टू इंडियन अकाउंट?
देखो, आप अगर अपने अकाउंट में आपने अर्न वहाँ पे किया है, तो रेमिटेंस इज सेम मीन्स ट्रांसफरिंग टू इंडिया अकाउंट और ट्रांसफरिंग सेंडिंग टू योर पेरेंट्स अकाउंट और टू समवन एल्स। बट वो रेमिटेड टू इंडिया में, चाहे आप वहाँ पे अर्न कर रहे हो, हेयर आई एम एज्यूमिंग कि प्रॉपर्टी आपकी आउटसाइड इंडिया है, आपने इनकम जो रेंट है वो वहाँ पे रिसीव किया, वहीं पे अर्न किया, आपने बाद में अपने इंडियन अकाउंट में रेमिट कर दिया, तो आप अपने अकाउंट में भी रेमिट कर सकते हो, किसी और को भी ट्रांसफर कर सकते हो। बट इट इज़ अ फॉरेन इनकम, आपने इनकम फर्स्ट टाइम अर्न करी है, तो आप उस इनकम पे तो टैक्स देंगे ही ना, उस इनकम को तो आप अवॉइड नहीं कर सकते ना। वंस इट इज कंसिडर्ड एज योर इनकम एंड इट अट्रैक्ट्स द टैक्स लाइबिलिटी एज पर द प्रोविजंस ऑफ इनकम टैक्स एक्ट, तो आपको टैक्स देना है। तो जो ROR है वो अपनी किसी भी इनकम से को एक्सक्लूड नहीं कर सकता, चाहे वो इंडियन इनकम हो चाहे वो फॉरेन इनकम हो। राइट? यस
ओके
बेटा।
मैम।
यस
मैंने
रूपाशी।
लास्ट लेक्चर में लिखवाया था कि इन केस ऑफ RNOR फॉरेन इनकम पार्शली टैक्सेबल होती है एंड पार्शली नॉन टैक्सेबल।
हाँ,
किस
तो
केस में पार्शली टैक्सेबल होती है और किस।
पार्शली यहाँ पर टैक्सेबल होगी ना बेटा, कि अगर आपकी वो जो फॉरेन इनकम है, इफ इट इज फ्रॉम अ बिजनेस और प्रोफेशन विच इज कंट्रोल फ्रॉम इंडिया, तो वो टैक्सेबल हो जाएगी। और अगर यही फॉरेन इनकम है बट बिजनेस एंड प्रोफेशन इज कंट्रोल्ड आउटसाइड इंडिया, तो उस केस में वो टैक्सेबल नहीं होगी, वो सिर्फ ROR के केस में होगी, RNOR के केस में नहीं होगी। तो दैट्स व्हाई वी यूज द वर्ड पार्शियली। अगर कंट्रोल फ्रॉम इंडिया है वो बिजनेस प्रोफेशन, तो RNOR के केस में आएगी, और अगर वो आपकी कंट्रोल्ड आउटसाइड इंडिया है तो RNOR के केस में नहीं आएगी। दैट्स व्हाई वी यूज द टर्म पार्शियली। फॉरेन इनकम इज पार्शियली टैक्सेबल, मीन्स कंडीशनल हो गया उसकी टैक्सेबिलिटी, कि अगर वो किसी और सोर्स से है टैक्सेबल नहीं होगी, अगर वो बिजनेस और प्रोफेशन से है तो उस केस के अंदर अगर वो बिजनेस और प्रोफेशन इंडिया से कंट्रोल हो रहा है तो वो टैक्सेबल हो जाएगी RNOR के लिए।
ओके।
राइट?
यस
Okay.
मैम।
Okay. Now let's move to the first question, which was related to the exceptions. To be very honest, initially I thought that I should give the simple question and simple conditions and all. Then I thought that I trust my students and you must have practiced all the conditions and all the questions, so you will be able to attempt those. So let me pick that question where the new conditions have been introduced, and there are possibilities that the examiner mind is like that, that if something new has come to, so to check the students that whether they have covered all these new things or not. So I wanted that let it be practice test and let this particular question come to our mind, that this particular thing is to be practiced. Okay, so this particular question says that X was a citizen in India. You must be having the question with you. Citizen of India, right? And he is running the profession in Germany, right? So now in this particular case, if we see his stay is for a visit of 110 days. What was the question? Can you please read? He visited India for 110 days in previous year.
यस मैम।
Yes,
यस मैम।
right? Okay. So in this particular case, the income is being given that his taxable income in the previous year is 12 lakh. कितना था amount बेटा? I think it was not 12 lakh.
Ma'am,
It
11
was
lakh
11 lakh.
50,000.
Taxable income was 11 lakh and 50,000, plus he has earned the profession carrying there. Another taxable income was 4 lakh and 50,000, right? And after that, there was the given that the profession is set up in India, right? And besides professional income, he has earned how much income? Another income कितनी है?
Ma'am,
Yes,
10,
please.
10 lakh.
Sorry.
10 lakh.
Okay, 10 lakh. Right? Now, in this particular case, what we have to do is that we have to determine his residential status, as well as we have to determine what will be the total income. So, the very first step when we determine the residential status, so very first step is that we have to see table A, first condition, that is, we say about 182 days or more stay, and the details we are aware of, that what are the related conditions which applies here. Then if the 182-day condition is satisfied, fine. If it is not satisfied, we have to go to the second condition, and the second condition says 60 plus 365 days. So if we say that he has visited to India for 60 days, so it means he is there in India in the previous year for more than 60 days. But for that, in the four previous year, 365 days or more is required. But in the previous years, no information is given, and he is carrying a profession in another country. So we assume that he was not there for the 365 days. It means इससे पहले हमें ये चेक करना होता है कि वो आपका एक्सेप्शन केसेस में फॉल तो नहीं कर रहा. एक्सेप्शन केसेस के अंदर हमने डिस्कस किया था स्पेशल केस 1 एंड स्पेशल केस 2. ठीक है. So either ways, special case one में, that if he has been in India, outside India for profession or employment, then the second condition does not apply in his case. If he is the member of crew of Indian ship, second condition does not apply in his case. If a person of Indian origin and he has come for a visit to India, then second condition does not apply in his case. So in this case, Indian origin वाला case तो हमें दिया नहीं हुआ, तो स्पेशल केस 2 नहीं आएगा. बट बिकॉज ही लेफ्ट इंडिया फॉर द एम्प्लॉयमेंट पर्पसेस अब्रॉड, so in this case he can fall in the special case 1. So in this particular case second condition जो है आपकी 60 days और 365 days वाली कंडीशन आपकी सेटिस्फाई नहीं होती, अप्लाई नहीं होती फर्स्ट केस में. और हमारी अगर हम 1% अगर वो स्पेशल केस में नहीं भी आता, तब भी आपकी सेकंड कंडीशन उस केस में अप्लाई नहीं होगी. So it means if he doesn't satisfy any of the basic conditions, right, his residential status should be of non-resident, right? But from the assessment year 21, 22, we have seen that for this case, non-resident, there are certain exceptions. Certain exceptions says that if a person satisfies all these three conditions, then in that case his residential status will not be of non-resident, his residential status will be of not ordinary resident, right? This particular condition says the person must be Indian citizen, his taxable income should be more than 15 lakh, and he must not be liable to pay tax in the other country because of the reason of domicile or any other reason, not liable to tax in other country, right? So in this particular case, we say that if we see all these three conditions are being satisfied. So he is an Indian citizen, right? His taxable income is more than 15 lakh, which is being earned in India. We say 11 lakh and 50,000 and 4 lakh and 50,000. So it amounts to 16 lakh, which is more than 15 lakh. And about the taxability, it's not given that he is liable to pay tax there, right? So whatever income he has earned there, that is another income. But for 15 lakh, we have to see that the Indian income, which is taxable in India, right? Other than foreign sources. So if this is these three conditions are satisfied, so his residential status for the previous year should be of resident but not ordinary resident, right? So in this particular situation, it says that he is not liable to pay tax in Germany since he is Indian citizen, and his total income other than the foreign income exceeds 15 lakh rupees, so in this particular case, he is deemed to be considered as resident in India. And as this particular conditions are not satisfied, so as per the rules, his residential status will be resident but not ordinary resident. तो अगर वो नॉट ऑर्डिनरी रेजिडेंट है तो वो अपनी कितनी इनकम के ऊपर टैक्स पे करेगा? तो नॉट ऑर्डिनरी रेजिडेंट में अगर आप देखो तो इससे इट सेज that the income is 11 lakh and 50,000. Now, right? Then the income is from 4 lakh and 50,000. The profession earned from the profession and the profession is set up in India. तो दूसरी आपकी जो 10 लाख है वो आपकी फॉरेन इनकम है, वो आपकी टैक्सेबल नहीं होगी, क्योंकि फॉरेन इनकम कब टैक्सेबल होगी? when the business is controlled in India. So his taxable income would be 16 lakhs in this case. This is going to be his taxable income. Right? Is it clear? The case is clear to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that's it. That's why I wanted to discuss this particular question in the class. So I wanted that this particular question we must do once, so that if this kind of question comes in the exam, so we should not be behind any of the student and we should not lose marks on any account. Rest of the questions are direct questions, so I hope you must have practiced those questions as well. Right?
Ma'am,
Yes, Vita.
ma'am, I have a doubt.
Yes, Vache.
Ma'am,